And someone, there's that post on Reddit where someone was like, "This is why she actually pulled it off. At this point, you could see the background. At this point, you can't see the background. There's more light on their face." I don't
Yeah,
know. Like, it
I
could be a
think
stretch or
that
it could
was
be.
me also.
That was you?
Yeah, I made. I
Is
mean, there were
everything
more
you?
people.
One of the main lingering things. This is gonna get this show fucking canceled. The fucking
No, no,
from the
no.
jump.
Come on.
Let's go. Come for us. Bring the heat. You think I care?
Absolutely, dude. Come for doves. Come for doves.
Come at
I
me.
do that every
I'm
day.
a 33-year-old man. I lived through academia. You can't do anything to me. I'm immortal. I'm like Quan Chi now. Male lesbian. One of the lingering questions is how's Denji, when will Denji get it? Because I mean it's his whole life purpose, we're gonna
It's
like we have.
important.
Yeah, go.
It's important to mention that before we started rolling, we were talking about we were comparing Denji and Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, and the
Yeah,
comparison was, at least at some point, Ken Kaneki got some.
I,
Denji will
it took
not.
it took the entire series though, which was crazy because in the whole back half of Re, like everybody wanted him.
Yeah, dude, no, I want Ken.
Literally
Holy
everybody. The white hair, sheesh.
Yeah, you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember? It was there was an arc in Tokyo Ghoul Ray, back when that shit was first coming out, where he joined up with the white suits to fight the clowns that were like terrorizing the public.
Man,
And
I
he had his hair
forgot that
slicked back
shit,
and
dude.
shit, and then he
Oh
like jumped
no,
on a
I
train
remember.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn!
He was looking pretty. He was looking kind of good. He was looking some kind of way. I had some feelings about Ken Kaneki, although I did not really enjoy his character arc overall. It was very weird, but he was looking good.
He's looking good.
Yeah, we'll see. Is like imagine if Asaden gets like done like that, people lose their minds. They'll fucking flip their shit. This Fujimoto guy, he's a sicko though. He would do it.
He built like
He
that.
he would do it. All right. On that note, let's stop talking about Denji's sexy times. There's been enough of that in this comic already. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get into today's episode of Public Safety Special Broadcast. Episode 8 here. Having a good time. Going on 2 months of episodes, 2 months of this wild ride. YouTube's first Chainsaw Man chapter discussion podcast, I think. I'm pretty sure. Brought to you from the Public Safety Communications Division 18 Hyper Secure Media Bunker. I am, of course, Secret Doves, your host, Division 18 Vice Captain. I'd like to have the rest of my guests and hosts go around and state their name, age, and devil contract. Of course, I'm 33. My devil contract is with the War Devil. Alego.
All on you, bro.
I am Alego. I don't care how you pronounce my name. It's I've heard it like 5 different ways right now. I make bingos about chapters and stuff.
Yes.
That's you,
Yeah,
That is
yes, that's
Alego,
me.
the
dude.
legendary
Look at.
theorist.
Dude, on my fucking live stream. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I just want to let you know, on my live streams,
Yes.
I'm like, is the fucking bingo up? Because I always go through it. I always go through that shit. Well, that's you. Holy shit. Okay, sorry. All right,
Yeah.
Yes. Alego is the
keep
bingo.
going. Alego.
I made one today so I could
Yes.
talk about it here if it's possible. And it's a
Yeah.
good
Fuck yeah,
reference
dude.
for like predictions for the
Yes.
chapter.
It is.
Dude,
That's why I
tomorrow I'm
started
gonna go
doing
on.
it.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, I met the fucking bingo guy. And everyone's gonna be like, let's go.
Yeah, dude. I had to. I have been trying to bring Alego on since the beginning of this podcast because he's legendary
Dog, you're a
theorist,
community legend. Yeah.
legendary theorist,
Really?
bingo crafter, creator of many deranged infographics. That I mean,
Called Asa getting arrested. Yeah.
that's kind of true. Has had some good calls.
It was one of the squares.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, my predictions are 0%. I think Alego is like one of the rare community members who has a non-zero percentage.
I have a few sometimes.
yeah, a handful.
It helps when you have like 16 per week, but
Yeah, I think I got one time I got an actual bingo, like for
that's good,
135 I think.
Let's
It
go.
was one, but,
There we go.
that's it. Like
so would,
during
oh sorry.
the all the Denji chapters we got, they was really where I got like 1 or 2 squares per week.
Now,
But,
Alego, glad to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Give us your name, age, and devil contract.
I'm 18 years old. I have not thought about a devil contract here, but
It's the bingo devil.
well, okay, sure, the bingo devil.
The bingo devil. That's one of the contracts. You know, you can have.
He is the
Yeah.
bingo devil.
He is the bingo devil.
He's
Oh my-
moving different, dude.
Oh my god, this is a special division now. We got the devils together, and returning finally again.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm finally back. Hopefully, definitely, we're gonna get me and more because I missed this shit so bad.
Let's go.
26 years old. My devil contract is with, and I've been holding on to this one since like 5 minutes ago. My devil contract is with I do believe at one point I have seen another Chainsaw Man podcast on YouTube. Devil.
You do.
Hate to break it. I think I do
Really?
remember at some point. There's like, I don't remember the name of I had to get this out there. I don't remember the name, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like they might also be like more just Shonen Jump focused. But I remember looking up who else reviews chapters of Chainsaw Man, and there was like an official looking like newsroom podcast asked. I think it was like a couple, or it was a guy or a girl. I don't know if they're dating or not. I shouldn't assume, but like they spent like 40 minutes talking about a new chapter, and I was like, damn, dude, that shit looked official. If anything, I was like, I was kind of wondering. I was like, I don't know the quality of the discussion, but I was like, these guys should be like like at the top. It looks so official. I didn't know why that they weren't.
Yeah, I
one of
would
those
love
crazy huge
to
channels.
find them and link up with them and try and like join, have a collab.
Yeah, have
episode.
'em on,
That'd be
yeah.
fucking fun.
Where we just
Come on
steal their
there, we
studio,
can
so
on there.
we're in a newsroom.
Yeah, let us use your studio, bro. Like, well, look at us. Okay,
give us your studio.
enough fucking around, dude. Let's talk about this. You know, this chapter was pretty. Chapter, what is it? 146. All right, we're going into
46, yeah.
147. Yeah, 146. Chainsaw Man War. The title. You know, it was kind of mid. Nothing. No big deal.
Yeah.
Shit, nothing to me, man.
Nothing much happened. Where to
Well,
begin? Yeah.
it
Go ahead,
lives
Alego.
up to the chapter name.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. This is. I don't know if I would quite call this the climax. I think we're going into it. Probably.
This is the rising action, my friend.
This is the rising action of.
Nah, this shit's still
section.
the exposition. Actually, we ain't even there yet.
word like I don't what's
Yeah.
happening. Let's just
Build up
start with
chapter number like 12 is it at this point?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's just start with the Yoshida Asa because that's the first pages. So Asa did not get the room sword off. That's not happening. And what do you got? Like, okay, the great debate right now is Yoshida going for the kill? Is this
Nah,
guy? No.
Yeah. I
not
wouldn't be
going for the
surprised.
kill.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mans himself gets murked just because I don't know, because he was always, it felt like he was set up to be, or at least everyone predicted before part 2 came out, Yoshi's gonna be back, he's gonna go to the same school with Denji, and he's gonna be the new Aki. He hasn't really been the new Aki, and knowing Fujimoto, anyone's time could come at any moment. I don't
Ah,
feel like his plot armor is all that thick. I wouldn't. I don't think he would be killed, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Fujimoto's like, "You like this guy?"
I don't think people like him enough though yet. You know?
He's kind of an op.
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of an op.
Yeah. Alego, what do you think? Is Yoshida making it out? I mean, you and I are both Team Yoru.
he's probably gonna make it out of this fight, but I don't know how much further than that.
I
I
see.
mean,
I see.
I don't think he's getting out of part 2. Like, he looks very dead.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, he's a public safety. He's very much at this point like a public safety dog, right? Like
Yeah, that's,
we all get it. Like he's under orders. He's doing what he has to do. That's why he's here, going after Asa Yoru. Ah, man, this guy's like public safety guys. They don't have a good record of living. That's not. And he's just a human, you know. He's just like some human kid.
Do you guys remember the Chainsaw Man YouTuber Cone TV?
No.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
no.
So he made like sufferance level, beautifully edited, fantastic thumbnails, chapter reviews of Chainsaw Man. But before Chainsaw Man Part 2 came out, he made a video called Hirofumi Yoshida is going to die in Chainsaw Man Part 2.
Oh my
And of course,
god.
now like
That's awesome.
it was yeah, it's like if you look at the title too, it's like super intense. I don't know what happened. Cone doesn't make videos anymore, but
Well, life happens.
he and I were friends for like we did some stuff together, and he made a video called Hirofumi Yoshi is gonna die in part 2, and it was back on when everyone was under the assumption that he was gonna be like an Aki stand-in, but like that's the only thing I can think about. It's like, damn, if Cone TV called it, dude, he needs to come back.
All right, so what do we think is gonna go down with Yoshida and Asa? Like, how are we getting out of this? What's going on? I have my thoughts that I've laid out here and there, but I want to hear what you guys think. What's gonna go down with them?
Awesome, Mitaka arm sword.
How much guilt would you feel for that? Because I mean, it's her own arm.
Oh, how much
So-
guilt would Yoru feel for that, though?
Oh.
Zero.
You don't think so?
A little, maybe.
She kind of likes Asa at this point. You don't think she would feel bad about like permanent, like ruining Asa ever getting her arm back? You know, I think she might.
Well, we don't know the rules yet for whatever their kind of thing is.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Regrowing it.
Fujimoto could be like, it never comes back, or it's gonna just.
I know. That's so messed up to like set it up as like, oh, we'll finally find out. And we still don't find out. Motherfucker, they lied. This guy.
I'm still not. I'm still. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Go ahead.
I'm still not 100% sure that she didn't pull off the apartment sword, because we only got 2 pages of her, and it was just like he's purposefully holding it out, where there was the first chapter, and someone, there's that post on Reddit where someone was like, this is why she actually pulled it off. At this point, you could see the background. At this point, you can't see the background. There's more light on their face. I don't know. Like, it could
I
be a
think
stretch or
that
it
was
could be.
me also.
That was you?
Yeah, I mean,
Is
there were
everything
more
you?
people.
Alego is.
Wait, okay.
You need to. You
Wait,
need to watch for
let
the.
me show you
Watch
something.
for the. You're gonna start watching for all the like theory posts you review on your stream, and you're gonna be like, wait, this is just.
It's all
Alego.
fucking a Lego. I actually had one. I had one that I posted all over the Chainsaw Man subreddits last week, and I don't know. I actually didn't check if they got any popular on Twitter. Kind of popped off a bit, but I made shit. I don't know if you can see it. It's like it's the Death Devil one. Fuck, kind of hard to see. But it's like the pointing soy jacks, whatever. You could look it up if you want it. It's on my Twitter. But
Yes.
the pointing soy jacks. I made that one. So I finally
Finally, we'll
had my own post.
we'll get to that. The lighting thing, I actually had my own analysis. It's not quite evidence because Fujimoto is a freak with his lighting. The lighting in that last chapter 145, is very intricately done, very carefully positioned to bait you so that you don't know whether the room was finished or not. Also, when she says room 606, there's a speech bubble covering her arm, so you can't tell whether it was cut or not when she said it. He's a very sicko guy. There could still be, yes, it could still be transforming, because like the aquarium took a moment to transform, right? There was like the rumbling and then it happened.
Yeah.
So we'll still see. Well, we'll come back. We'll circle back around to this because wow, the rest of the chapter. What? What?
Pretty bussin', right? Pretty bussin', right?
What? What the?
Yeah. I have a rant that I wanted to get in at some point that pertains to this chapter. Actually, it pertains to the video I made this week about this chapter, where I don't think I have ever cooked as hard as I cooked in this video. But I made one passing remark in the video with a tiny, slight criticism of Chainsaw Man. I had one tiny remark about a tiny, slight criticism I had of Chainsaw Man. But
we're gonna kick you off this podcast, dude.
No, or the other part in the review,
Illegal.
I cooked so goddamn hard, and all the fucking comments were about the criticism I had. It was a small thing. The small thing was like, okay, like it doesn't feel that like having the Justice Devil actually be the Fire Devil, and the Fire Devil's power is for people to transform. I understand like the Fire Devil being more powerful the more contracts it has because fire spreads, becomes more powerful. But like I don't get how like fire makes you like transform into whatever you want. You know, I don't know. Maybe there's like a history, folklore, legend.
I mean, fire
I don't know of.
forging. You use fire to forge weapons. You change the form.
I don't know, but it
metals.
it felt like a bit of a stretch. Which, and there's my only slight criticism, where
Fair.
I actually fucking cooked, where I actually cooked. As we know, in the Chainsaw Man universe, devil contracts are very strict. If you break a devil contract, that means death. Surely, you cannot sign a devil contract with a fake name, right?
I don't. We don't. So I don't know.
Imagine that's the case. Just bear with me. So, if you cannot sign, so a contract's made with person, and you could write. I'm certain. So they would write Seigi no Akuma, or just Seigi.
Thing is, okay. I don't want to.
You see where I'm going?
I see. Seigi. Right. I'm feeling you. Ako Seigi.
So
yes.
It's not with a fake name though. So where I was cooking.
Real name. Yeah.
Yeah. The fire. If the fire devil is actually Seigi Akoku,
Then
And people always talk about he could actually be Agni. He could actually be Fire Punch because Akoku could also be read as Aguni. But
it can.
and yeah, and so, but his name is Seigi, which means justice. So he
Yep.
could, like, maybe his human name as Seigi, he could write that on a contract. And this is all assuming that, you know, if you use a fake name, it doesn't work. Which it has never once been established. But
No.
in my canon, like, I was
That's pretty
cooking.
good. That is
Yeah.
that is some good cooking. I won't lie. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Yes, let's get to it. The Fire Devil reveal. We learn finally who is the Justice Devil, kind of. Alego, what were your thoughts on the Fire Devil? Did you buy it? Did you hate it? How do you rate it?
I'm fine with it. The thing I thought of first was, wow, Fami really has 2 primal devils working for her.
Dude, how many does she have,
A
man?
little ridiculous, but
Wow. Yeah, Fami's power is a lot more sort of what would you call it? Flexible than Makima's was, right? Like Makima
yeah.
has to dominate them. So like the primals she obviously can never, but Fami just needs to get them hungry, you know? She just needs to you know.
Why is it that Fami feels so much more overtuned than Makima did in part one? I know, I
Dude,
mean, Makima was all very, very powerful in part one.
Market was fucking
But
insanely OP. But
yeah.
no, I mean the thing is it doesn't seem like Fami has like Makima makes her contract and she's got full control, right? It does not quite seem like Fami has like she can't just like tell them to do whatever. Like she like gives them little like tasks, you know? Like she sent Falling to go get Asa and then she'd feed them to the Justice Devil. But like it didn't work. Like she wasn't doing everything, you know. She wasn't like, okay, go make a food and you know, she was just like, go, like Pokemon, and then they have to do then she has to let them do their own thing. So on the one hand, she can take over more powerful devils, but on the other hand, you know, she doesn't has to like let them work for themselves.
At some point, I mean, Makima could physically control shit with chains and stuff, and like
Right.
all the antemortem contracts and whatnot. But they like with the hybrids in part one with Denji versus the hybrids, or not Denji, Chainsaw Man versus the hybrids. They were not being physically controlled at that point, which I guess the argument could be made that Makima can go back and forth between like holding the reins,
Right.
or having a soft control like what Fami has. So I guess Fami probably
Right.
can't do the hard control,
Yeah.
but she can do soft control
Yeah.
starvation.
Yes. But she's got the Fire Devil. That's crazy. Another Primal Devil, which we haven't seen yet. Fire Justice. I mean, this is pretty good. This is good shit. My analysis brain is going nuts off of this one. Fire and
Oh, he on
Justice.
X Games mode.
Yep. Yep. I will continue cooking on that one though, because there's a lot more to
The
see.
fires of justice.
To see of this, right? I had the thought. I wonder if the Fire Devil, maybe you know, if it's Agni, if it's Seiki. I wonder if the Fire Devil named themselves Justice. You know what I mean? Like that's their thing. They are like, I am fire, but I am justice. You know, that'd be kind of
Justice. Yeah, like a Batman ass.
yes,
Like, yeah.
exactly, dude. Like, look at this bug thing. That's not justice, dude. Boo! I'm the real Justice Devil. Get this guy out of here. You know.
This guy's a fraud.
Yes, I want to see that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I like Falling is a cook and Fire is a role player. That's just
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fire's just like LARPing.
Oh my lord. Every Chainsaw Man character does end up like kind of cringe somehow. Like it's true.
Yeah.
We got this manga full of cringe ass characters. That reveal happens early on, and then we get Fami's real plot. So this was an interesting one because Alego, I know you have been theorizing about the war, the conflict coming for a while. Like this has been a part of the theories since a long time back. Since like when the protesters, the Chainsaw Man fandom conflict was laid out. So how does this fit in your mind? What does this all mean?
Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, you muted.
Well, it fits in the theories, but like not in the way I expected. I expected just like a normal human conflict to happen, like the Chainsaw Man protests, like leading to maybe the church causing a civil war in Japan and that becoming a worldwide thing. But no, we're just going for 350,000 chainsaw monsters all over the world.
That one took me by surprise too, brother.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We finally get people have been asking for a long time, what does it look like when Denji transforms? Well, here we go. We got it in excruciating detail. Man, the horror is so back, dude.
Oh.
Oh my god, Fujimoto horror is back. It's messed up.
This chapter has some amazing panels.
Yeah, it's so sick. It's a lot less
Stuff.
it's a lot less, what would you say, like cosmic than part one. Like part one had the very much like the oh my god, this looks so insane, I'm losing my mind type thing. But
Yeah.
part two is a lot more like body horror, like the gruesome
It's a lot more
grossness.
human.
Yeah.
With
Uh-huh.
it fits with the war devil, the like conflict.
That is true. It's part two is very much like about the human world, We're not as much concerned with like devils and their devilish nature and things. We're talking about people and what people do. And so the tools of the plots turn out to be people. That's really fucking sick shit, man.
I feel like the gore and violence in part two feels like more intentional in part one. Whereas in part one, it was like part of like the vibe. It's like
Yes.
Chainsaw Man is the over the top, like comedically over the top series.
Right.
Kind of like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Similar to Evil Dead, where it's supposed to be like comedically over the top, like gore and violence.
Yes.
Whereas in part two, because it's more story or it's more character driven, it feels like the moments where there's over the top violence, it's more intentional. Like right now, I kind of noticed, I didn't say anything about it in my review, but I when I was reading the last chapter, I was like, this is like the most like gore and violence we've gotten in a while. And I was like, and it kind of it carries more weight because it's
so
these
messed up, man.
dumb kids that fucking signed culty contracts, and then
the kids in the
started
church
murdering innocent people. Yeah.
And the way Barem talks about it, I mean, this happened with Yuko too, right? It's like,
But do we really know if he's a bad guy or not?
yeah, you can go back to the Jake Jones Barem apologia.
Hey.
Hey, his tits keep getting bigger, so you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
On the one hand, he's insane and evil, but on the other hand, look at them. Oh my brother.
He did.
Get a new shirt.
Dog. Yeah. Dude, those kids, they're just being kids,
The grandma who was watching TV with her grandkid and turned into a chainsaw. monster. That one fucked me up. I was like, oh my, because think about like
I must just I didn't catch that. I must have sped red. Wait, let me pull that shit up.
there are
Yes.
some like it's really messed up, man. Like I mean, we all know how like old people get caught up in like cult shit and weird fascist shit, right? Like
Yeah.
we've all seen how we've all seen what's been going down in the world the last fucking 4 years. And then like, oh man, she turns into a monster and her fucking grandkids
Oh,
right
I thought
there.
it was the kid that turned into a monster. It's the grandma.
No, oh man, it's so messed up, dude. That's so horrible. Cause like even if the kid lives, it's like that's so fucked up. I don't know. I reread this chapter a few times, and it gets worse every time you read it.
I
I'm just like,
I
oh,
will
it's
say
so fucked up.
the funniest part of the chapter is Samurai Sword, like with all the little chainsaw zombie
Yes.
kids.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man!
Oh
I
man,
will kill you!
imagine he gets rocked by just like Chainsaw Man again. That's just perfect, dude. Like he
I
tries.
really hope we never learn his name. Like, I hope his name is intentionally left out of the manga
Katana.
forever.
He's just
Yeah, just
Katana
Samurai
forever.
Sword. Yeah.
Samurai
He
sword.
should never
Oh.
mentioned after this chapter.
He's
Just
gone.
assume he died.
Or like anytime he tries to introduce himself, he gets cut off or something.
Yeah.
Kind of like Haruka Isayumi in the
Yes.
aquarium.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Haruka Isayumi,
Oh.
Haruka and Nobana, what do you think? Are they monsters? Are they cooked?
I think there's still a lot. I can't see Nobana getting married.
No, I
Oh
don't.
yeah, no, but no, hell no. Yeah.
He seemed
That'd be really
way.
funny if he was though.
He seemed way too surprised by like the guns and stuff. I think they've been keeping him in the dark. Like they haven't been. My like Nobana. I'm probably one of the like 10 people who has a Nobana theory because I'm a Kobeni fanatic. I'm
Yeah.
a real Kobeni enjoyer. But my thing is that like the Kobeni family sounds very cultist, right? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
They sounded like cultists in part one. Like, oh, this is some fucking like weird cult family with a bunch of kids, and they like fucking put their kids to work. Bleh. This is like classic cult shit. But now in part two, it's like, oh, okay, so Nobana's just in a cult. So like they were probably cultists from before the cult got taken over, and now he's like still around, but they don't like him because he's like the old fucking type of people. They're like trying to do a new thing, switch everything up, and he's like, oh, da, 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 da. Doesn't fucking know a thing, blah, blah,
I
blah,
like
blah.
the original cult.
Yeah, he's like, I remember when, I'm just gonna keep being a good boy. Poor guy, man. I hope he's not a chainsaw monster. That would be so devastating to me personally.
I don't know if anyone's looking at the new chapter right now. If you look at page 8 to 9, the big chapter spread where the one where Samurai Sword goes Chainsaw Man. If you look in like the top left corner, there's like a guy scaling the building.
Yes.
He's just like I
He's
didn't
like,
even notice
fuck
that.
this. I'm
Dog's like,
climbing
I'm
up.
fucking out of here.
I think
Parkour.
I think the assistants had some fun with the background, dude. They were
Yeah, that shit's kind of I like that's really funny.
drawing all the different chainsaw monsters and the people climbing the buildings and shit.
They do kind of be looking like zombies.
Haruka, someone mentioned that Haruka becoming a chainsaw monster would actually be kind of fitting. You know what I mean? He's like the man closest to Chainsaw Man.
Finally, Chainsaw Man. What if he becomes Green Chainsaw Man? We have like Red Chainsaw Man, Black Chainsaw Man, Green Chainsaw Man.
My
Oh.
God, no, not the Chainsaw Rangers.
And then fucking fake Chainsaw Man is Blue Chainsaw Man. We don't really know. We haven't seen we don't know their colors.
This is
you know.
so possible.
That would be really funny.
I have a deep fucking theory about part 2 being like Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, this kind of shit. I mean, there's so much fucking He put a motorcycle, dude. He made a super chainsaw motorcycle. This shit is just Kamen Rider, dude. Like, of course,
Anything is possible.
of course, we're gonna get. Yeah, I feel like Jake just fucking cracked the code right on live on camera. This is crazy.
Well, Chainsaw Man Part 1 ended up just being one, like it just ended up being like a superhero origin story. Like I remember when chapter 97 dropped, everyone was like, "Wait, so this is just a huge fucking superhero origin story the whole time?"
Yeah, so awesome.
Always has been.
So sick.
Yeah.
Alego, what are your takes? What are you thinking about the student council brothers?
I don't know, honestly. Nobana is not gonna die, probably. Same with Haruka. Like, maybe right after this, but I think they still need to do something. Especially with like the cult. Like, we've had this cult set up for like 10 chapters now. I think we should at least get to see like some of the main victims here. At least a little bit of them,
We need more
instead of them
juice.
just
We need more
dying off
sauce from these
screen.
boys. I agree. Nobana will live and Kobeni will save him. There we go. Boom.
If we can get Kobeni back into the manga that way, I'm keen.
Please.
As long as he doesn't kill her off, because we like keep Kobeni safe.
There's no shot. Are you kidding me? He did all that in part 1. But she lived.
Yeah, I don't know. She's his punching bag.
Yeah, she's his little like worm that he jiggles around for fun.
So the cow in Jurassic Park that's like hung over the enclosure. Yeah,
absolutely. Oh man.
I think Alego's having a bit of a connection issue.
Nah, it's just going on mute a little bit. I think there's some
no, in the chat section.
in the chat section.
We'll fill some time. Let him sort it out.
Sure.
What do you have for breakfast, Doves?
What did I have for breakfast? I actually ate some peanut butter
Yeah.
pie, dude. The store
yeah.
I work part time has sick peanut butter pie that we made, and there was some fresh ones that I saved and I had this morning. It's delicious, local specialty. Everybody loves it. We run out constantly.
Everybody look for where peanut butter pie is a local specialty. Find Doves, dox him, and
Yeah.
tell him.
Our infosec is horrible on this podcast. Jake has released his own medical information. I'm talking about the peanut butter pie. I mean, if you know about Indianapolis, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, come.
I'm not from there.
You gonna find me if you say you watch the podcast and you come to my store. I will kick you out. Yeah. We're back. We're back. Let's hop back into the chapter. We were just talking about the crazy peanut butter pie and the crazy plan that Barem and Fami have. It's popping off, man. Public safety is just such a joke. What happened to these guys, dude? They were on the brink of world domination, and then Makima's gone, and they have nothing going for them. This was their whole fucking. Yeah. Was this just it?
These are like Family Guy adults.
Yeah, these guys are a joke.
They were winning for one chapter, and well, it did nothing.
Oh, they thought they were winning, but they were getting baited so that Fami could have the war go on the whole news. They're the ones who brought in the news media, and Fami knew it. She was like, "Oh yeah,
it's all coming together. It's all coming together."
The only thing that they might do here is capture Asa, but like, she's not gonna stay there for long.
I mean,
like, Yoru's about to get a pretty big power boost. Yeah. I don't think they're capturing her for long.
Yeah, and I mean, there's that, but also like They weren't even capturing her with the right idea. You know what I mean? Because if they had the actual right idea, they would have, Yoshida would have chopped off her head, right? Like, if they knew what the plan was, they would not have been like, "Oh, let's get the War Devil on our side." Let's take this down. It's like, oh my, these guys are such clowns.
Feisty.
They really just they had Makima. They had Makima. They had that one thing, and that was just like holding their entire organization together.
They got a little
Very
too big for their
squishy
britches.
now
Where
because
yes,
we need him.
every week we say the same thing. Where the fuck
Let
is
the
this
man retire. Let him enjoy his life, dude.
There's no
Yeah.
shot. Quan Chi is back, man. There's no shot that he's
What
not in
is-
there.
What movie was Mads Mikkelsen filming in 1998? What set was he on?
Yeah.
That's where he is. Yeah, wherever that is.
Yep. Well, it's according to the Maximum the Hormone song. It's actually like 2011 or something.
Okay, that's 2007 actually. Oh my god,
yeah,
are you not a Buu Ikikayasu fan? Dear lord, 2007. Get with the program.
I don't remember dates, dude. Numbers. I don't care about this.
Oh, I love Maximum the Hormone. I fucking love.
I mean, I jam Buu Ikaisu all the time, dude. I love that fucking album. I just never pay attention to the years. But speaking of the years, the timeline has been restored. All past mistakes are forgiven. We are 6 months from the apocalypse, according to Barem, which means it is 1999.
The fuck, when did New Year's happen?
Off
There was
screen.
no fucking no fucking first shrine visit. No
Nope.
Oshogatsu. Is that shit? Yeah, none of that shit. Well, like, can we not have like a nice little peaceful chapter? Can we have a slice of life chapter? What happened to that?
We had a slice of life
I
chapter.
mean, we had a few, but they weren't
Yeah, but it was
very
all like,
happy.
yeah, no. Can we like where's the first shrine visit of the year where Denji and Asa are about to hold hands, and then
Oh my god,
Mirisugo shows up behind them, and he's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" And then the romantic tension is broken to be saved for later in the manga. Like, well, we need to shoujo this shit up. Like,
this is not shoujo, dude. This is Josei, man. We're in the
Okay.
fucking. This is hell. We had our fun in the aquarium. We're done with that. We had the falling arc.
did someone make like a super long thread on Twitter or something that was like Chainsaw Man as a shoujo manga?
You're talking about
Did someone do that?
me
Did you
on
do that?
my channel? My video called Chainsaw Man is a shoujo manga.
that fucking was you. Wait, that it was you. It was you.
It's
I swear to
me.
God.
I have a fucking video. Chainsaw Man is a shoujo manga. It is.
Yeah, I'm totally thinking of you.
Yeah.
Why, dude? I've like dropped. Yeah. Oh my god, that totally was you. I've dropped both like Doves and Alego content in this episode alone, being like, "You guys remember this?" And then Alego's like, "Yeah, that was me." And I was
Yeah.
like, "You remember this?" And Dove's like, "Yeah, that was me."
I did it. That was my thing. So we're in
Yeah, stop
1999. Apparently, people are still debating it, I guess, but I'm pretty sure Barem knows what month it is. Even though Denji does not, apparently, because he has not updated his farts.
His farts are, yeah.
His
Yeah.
farts calendars in a while, which is what an incredible bait, and or he just decided to say fuck it. He was like, actually it's not March, whatever.
He's been holding his farts in ever since he met Asa.
They stopped farting. It was done.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, we can't keep going with this. We're
And I just like, Denji, what's wrong? Dude, you haven't updated the fart chart. I'm just not feeling like it, Naita. And he's like, he has like one of those like stomach pains when you hold it in, like it goes back up. Yeah.
He's gotta win, dude. If he loses,
Tummy's making some weird noises.
The world could be in danger. Yes, that is good. Does that have any particular implications? Broadly speaking, I don't really think so. I mean, except for Denji being 18, which is like, you know, phew.
There are so many things that could be said.
Whew.
Wait. What time of year is it though?
It would be
past?
January because
It'd be January. It's
the-
January of 1999.
because the Nostradamus prophecy is in the 7th month, right?
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we were in 1998. You know, who knows what month we were in because there was a time skip, and now it is 1999. Apparently,
Fujimoto sometimes just be like you'll be like, what time of year is it? And Fujimoto's like, yes. Because
yeah.
remember when right before the Gun Devil operation, they went to Hokkaido, and like Denji and Aki were like looking out. I think it was like snowing, right?
Yeah.
They were like having they were looking out over the snow, and then later, like a few chapters later, it's revealed that it's actually September of 1997.
You know,
and
we don't.
Fujimoto something like hey, I'm
We don't.
just throwing that out there.
We don't worry too much about shit in Chainsaw Man manga. You know what I mean? It was snowing. It was a little summer snow. All right.
It happens.
It happens, and it piles up on the ground, and you can have snowball fights.
He lives in the highest elevation
In
on the
Hokkaido.
tallest mountain in Hokkaido,
In
where
Hokkaido.
sometimes
Not very
temperature
mountainous.
falls below 0 Celsius, and they have the cold Siberian winds that dump mountains of snow. And that is what happened.
You know, it's a different timeline. The climate is just completely different or something.
That's why I like Sui Yoshida's take on doing a manga in the 90s, where it's just like, this isn't even Earth. This is a different universe, so it's
Okay,
okay.
dude.
There can be future and retro shit at the same time.
Yeah, he just does whatever the fuck he wants. I mean, Fujimoto had flat screen computers in there. You know,
Hey, we don't talk about that.
that shit was good.
I think there's one point where there was like a car that was like clearly from like 2017.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like,
2017 model car. We don't worry about these things too much.
it's like a Honda Fit from 2017.
There's one last detail I want to talk about this chapter. I want to get both of you guys' thoughts on this. Nayuta lays it out. She's the one who lays out Fami's plan, so we don't know if it's the actual plan. This is just an assumed plan to make Chainsaw Man and War super strong.
Super
strong.
Super strong.
Cho.
We're on the same vibe. Yeah.
Denji's right there. Right? This is the first time that Nayuta has really acted like the control devil around Denji. Even though she's been been on the streets, she's been making moves. But with Denji, she's been keeping it cool. Well, that's over. What do you think about that? What do you think about our man Denji?
Dude, he has no idea what's going on. Like,
Oh,
Nigh just starts talking about Fami and the War Devil like he's supposed to know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Denji has no fucking clue what's going on.
Yeah, Denji's like, who the fuck is Fami? He has like they've never met.
I know.
Yo, wait, what if Denji meets Fami and then he's like, oh my god, this is my dream woman.
No.
And like
Holy shit, dude. Dan Fami.
God, imagine
people-
being
people
so
fight you.
unlucky that just 3 separate people that you have a crush on are just horsemen of the apocalypse. Rough.
Well,
That's
wait
pretty
till the
rough.
4th arrives.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, and the other big deal reveal: the Death Devil. All theories can cease. All Death Devil series are done. We're done with this. Finally, we know that Lord of Terror is the Death Devil, the most powerful devil of them all, apparently.
If the Death Devil, like when the Death Devil reveal chapter finally drops, if it's Kobeni, I will punch a hole straight through my monitor.
He would.
I would punch a hole straight
There's
through my
no
monitor.
way.
That's
There is no way. But if that
totally
happens,
possible. But
I'm thinking about it now, and I'm just like, he's hyping this up so much. Like, what are the because if he's putting in so much dramatic irony about the Death Devil,
no,
what
there's no way.
is he gonna have it be just some new character we haven't seen with some badass design? Or is he gonna do a classic Fujimoto subversion of expectations? And it was actually the little girl that was taken over by the Muscle Devil in chapter 2 of part 1. and it's like, what is he gonna do? Dude, that'd be so fucking funny if he did that. That would be
Bring back
big
the
Mappa. Because the Mappa's like, dude, we didn't put that in.
Yeah, we took that out, bro.
Why'd you put that?
He's like, fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
No, I mean, right now the raging debate is the Death Devil going to be another mysterious woman like the other horse sisters are, the Apocalypse sisters are, or I mean, it's the Death Devil, and the Darkness Devil was like this, like insane,
Lovecraftian horror, yeah,
cosmic horror body parts thing. Like, you can't have the Death Devil just be like some woman, right? Like, that sucks.
She is going to be a MILF, and Denji is going to be step her. It will be the last moment of physical. Is it physical comedy? It'll be the last. It'll be the last moment in the Chainsaw Man manga. The last joke about Denji being horny for any woman. Yeah, and then he's gonna have to pull himself up by his bootstraps, but he's gonna be like, "Oh, she's so hot." and then,
that will be the moment
Austin's
where we get it.
Yeah.
Yes, you will have to overcome his one true weakness, which is baddies. That's relatable.
Get bricked up.
Oh, Alego, how did you feel about the Death Devil reveal? This is the Apocalypse.
I mean, it's the King of Terror. It feels like it's supposed to be like the final villain of the series, but I don't know. I honestly I don't think the Death Devil would really be all that evil. Like it's not like she needs to worry about her own power.
Yeah,
because like, everyone fears death. She's never gonna get weak.
Right. It's an interesting question because, like, the thing with the Nostradamus apocalypse, according to Fami, is that it's supposed to be bring in the age of devils. So why would the Death Devil want to get rid of humans who like inherently fear her? Or maybe that's the thing. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I just fucking cooked something crazy in my brain because all these devils, they're all like trapped by their powers, It's like Chainsaw Man, he wanted a hug, but he's made of chainsaws. This is bullshit, And it's like the Control Devil, she just wanted to be on equal terms, but her whole power is either she's weaker or stronger, so she can never be on equal terms. It will never work. The Death Devil, everybody's terrified of her. Everyone fears death, and she wants to get rid of humans because she's tired of being so strong. She wants to just chill. She's trying to chill.
What if she gets rid of all humans? That means the hierarchy of devils is set in stone forever. And she's like, I'm top dog. If I kill every human, then I will stay top dog until the end of time.
Eternal King. Perhaps.
Colonel King. Yeah. Or it's like a all for one in My Hero Academia where he's just bad.
Yeah.
She's
Just
just
She's
bad.
a bad.
It's just how she is, you know?
There's
She's just built different.
literally unprecedented in Fujimoto
Yeah.
manga, I think, for that to be the case. All right, we're coming around to the end here. Let's get it. Let's do the bingo. We've got the
Oh yeah,
bingo
let's do the
man
bingo.
on the broadcast. Let's take a look at it. I've got it right here.
Dance monkey, dance! Pull up your bingo.
And, not necessarily the bingo, but the thing we do here. What do you think we're getting? What is it? This one's actually tough. What do you think is on the first page 1 of 147? What is there?
I'm thinking like either back to the Asa Yoshida scene, or a news broadcast of like everything that's happening, and like say something about like we are finally at war with the devils or something, and then going back to the Yoshida fight.
The news broadcast. I like that one. So you think we are getting Asa Yoshida in 147? He's not gonna bait us out with another. He's not gonna hold it out on us. No comment from Alego. Jake, what are you thinking? What are we seeing on 147, page 1?
Okay, I actually have a vivid picture in my mind. I'm gonna give you what's on page 1 and what's on page 2 and 3 in one go. In page 1, you're gonna see a panel. You're gonna see a panel of the tip of a katana. Blood is going to be going down from the katana and dripping down. It's going to be dripping on the floor. And then you turn the page, full 2-page spread of Yoru. Asa now has scars on her face. It's Yoru now with the apartment sword in her hand, stabbing through Yoshida. Who knows if it's a fatal wound or not, but the blood was actually Yoru's sword dripping on the ground. And Yoshida's holding up his sword in disbelief.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Your wins,
Yeah,
of
that's my
course.
thought.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't think Yoshida could survive touching the apartment sword.
No, he
'Cause-
would get exploded.
Exactly. He gets turned into pink mist.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, department store, who knows how powerful it is? I mean, that's got to be pretty fucking bad.
I mean,
though.
it has like all our possessions. Like,
Yeah.
there's got to be some stuff from our parents.
Yeah, I mean, even just the guilt of like that much property damage and like ruining the
Yeah.
apartments around her and potentially destroying the whole building. I mean, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I honestly don't think we're seeing the 606 sword just because it would be so crazy. Like it would be such a crazy thing for Asa's character, right? Like that's a little too far, I think. Although stuff has been pretty ridiculous lately, so maybe. 147, first page. What do I think we're gonna see? I think we are still on the roof. We're on the roof with Barem and Denji and Nayuta, and we will get Denji's flabbergasted reaction to Nayuta's reveal of all this information that he has no idea what the fuck any of it means.
Who the fuck is Fami?
Who are you talking about? What the hell have you been doing? Like, I've completely failed in my role as a caretaker to keep you from becoming the control devil. You're just out here doing devil shit constantly. I had no idea. This guy's about to lose his fucking mind. We're gonna chapter 147. We are going to see Denji spiral out of control, and I think at the very end, we will come back to Yora and Yoshida to lead into the next chapter. My call on the Yora Yoshida thing is that Fami will be the one to intervene because Barem is over there on the Chainsaw Man side, handling the Chainsaw Man, attack media circus scenario with his other weapons. Where the fuck is Fami? What has she been up to? One of the key players in her plot is under attack. And she's been, she's been clearly manipulating, like baiting public safety into this whole thing. With how it's going down, there's really no shot that she's not aware that public safety is after the War Devil, especially given that she's talked to Yoshida before. So I think the Yoru, the Asa, Yoshida situation will be stopped, will be interrupted by Fami, and we will get the Fami, Asa, Yoshida, three-way stare down weirdo thing. The Fami Yoshida dynamic is back. Yoshi Fami shippers are gonna be eating good not next week, but in 2 weeks.
An idea I had for
I
the-
forgot.
Yes. On
what are we gonna do this week for content?
True.
I got Watermelon Game. I'll just keep doing Watermelon Game streams. I'm good.
What are we gonna do with our lives? Well, we have Halloween coming up, and that's when the chapter drops, dude. It's kind of nuts. Oh my god, it's going insane. How are you guys feeling about it? I mean, as we sign off, how are you feeling about the last half of part 2? Because we're hitting the halfway mark. I mean, is it just all down hill from here? Will we ever have any fun again?
Are we though? Are we hitting the halfway mark?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it. I think he's doing another, 100 chapter or so ish thing, right?
Part 2 of Tokyo Ghoul was longer than part 1. Yoshida is one of Tatsuki Fujimoto's biggest inspirations, so he is gonna be like, okay, I'll do part 2 is my part 2, Chainsaw Man is what we are in right now.
Chainsaw Man
and Tokyo Ghoul was a good 50 chapters longer than Tokyo Ghoul. So.
True. I mean, there's no set length here, right?
There's no set length.
He can make it as long as he wants because it's a serial.
And then there's going to be part 3.
You think there will be part 3? I'm a part 3 believer.
No, I don't think there's going to be part 3. I think it's going to end up part 2.
Part 3.
Yeah.
You don't think there's a part 3?
I'm hoping for an extra long part 2. I don't know.
Yeah, extra long part 2 can go. I want Tatsuki Fujimoto to continue the universe in some way, shape, or form. But you can if you have to end the story of Denji with a happy ending, make a new character in the universe, call it something else. But I love the universe, and I hope he keeps doing stuff with it.
Just make a bunch of one shots, man. The one shots are fucking insane.
Yeah.
If he just keeps dropping 100-page graphic novels every 2 years and they just continue to be peak, I will be completely satisfied with that manga.
I got all of them back there right now, so
I know. Personally, I am a 3-part believer just because he's such a fucking movie nerd, and just the trilogy, right? Godfather 1, 2, 3, Star Wars 1, 2, 3. The trilogy is just so, Fujimoto cinema, you know what I mean? We got the part 2 war arc, part 3 hell arc, right? He's been teasing oh, hell, what is hell like? Go to hell. And then part 3, because Denji still has to go back to hell and find power. There's no shot we're getting, there's no time if this is 100 chapters long. Because he's got the apocalypse coming. When is Denji gonna go to hell and search for power? There's no way. But if he doesn't do it, he dies, I guess, because it's a contract, right? So we gotta
if it's the apocalypse, hell could come to Earth.
True. True.
So
A lot of Chainsaw Man can happen in one chapter, though. I mean, this chapter was just was more proof of that.
It's
And
true.
think about it, the Reze arc in Chainsaw Man, that arc is like 10 chapters.
It is.
Only 10 chapters long. The Chainsaw Man arcs move super quick.
They do.
yeah,
Yeah.
like how long was the Falling arc? It was like 8
that was
chapters
like
or
what,
something.
14?
Just really.
Or 8? Only 8? What the fuck? Wait.
Wait,
It started
I
at like
could be thinking of
121, right?
something else. But
No,
it's,
you're actually probably spitting. It probably was only 8.
No, it's pretty short.
Uh,
There was a lot of
I mean,
2D
it
breaks.
depends where you start counting.
Yeah, if you start at the
true.
home date,
That's
it's a
true.
little longer. But if you start with the actual falling level, it's quite quick.
It feels like part 2 of Chainsaw Man has like less defined arcs than part 1 did.
I mean,
Yeah,
it absolutely does.
It flows a lot better.
It's one large story. Like I said before, this is Kamen Rider, bro. Kamen Rider seasons are like this too. Is if you've never watched Kamen Rider and you're like, what is this? Like, what is going on with the story structure here? You just watch some Kamen Rider and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. We got
I get it now.
we got the suspicious student council, all the weird organizations, the people showing up and being like, is he, like that kind of shit. Wait, is that the okay, last thing, Haruka can't die because he knows about Asa and about the date, right? He knows everything. He's like the knower. He's gotta bring it all together. We're gonna get the dream team. We're gonna get the team up. It's gonna happen. We're here a little bit over an hour. I think that is a good time to call it on this episode of the Public Safety Special Broadcast. Thank you, Alego, for coming on and adding your thoughts and insights. Thank you, Jake, for being back.
Of course.
To bring your unique energy. And I am, of course, Secret Doves, your host. Signing off for this episode. Thank you for listening, everyone who listened to the end. Like, subscribe, comment, leave your hater comments, please. And we will see you next time.